So I don't know if you noticed, but I've been a bit lazy as of recent. I have put a lot of effort into advertising the video, and well, as you can tell, I didn't really complete it. I just sort of upload the little clips I was going to combine together of it, which I think went well, because people don't like long things. So, I have a plan now. I don't think I want to do a video of this length again, and I have other plans to do for video. So I'll get to that later. So I wanted to just move on from that. Anyways, let's just talk about the other anime that I had listed. I did that, but never got to tell you about. Because I told you about 100, Asterisk, or Wagamama High Spec, and Ragnar Strike Angels. Let's talk about the next one. Andride. Not a bad anime. I heard a lot of bad things about it, and it's like, it's alright. But it can be annoying how the dudes tend to bicker all the time. I'm like, yeah, it's annoying, but the animation isn't that bad. The story actually has some interesting parts to it. But another problem I have is that the purple dude, Amelia, who wants to kill a guy who killed his father, but a guy who killed his father was also his adopted father who practically raised him. So, why would he want to kill the guy who raised him? It's like in that Fire Emblem game and you have to choose between your family that raised you and the family that you're blood related to, and you decide to choose the people you're blood related to, even though you don't really know any of those people are. It's just like, what? I'm sorry, but I think people would usually go with the people that raised them rather than the people they're related to by blood. Now, this is just my philosophy. It's not yours, really. Anything in this video was a reference to a story or anything like that, so it's nothing to be taken seriously. That's a disclaimer. But yeah, it's basically a dude who does like crystals, so there's some character for him. He's like, he wants to probably be an archaeologist or whatever people study rocks when he grows up, you know. And when he's going to see his dad, he's teleported to Andorra, I believe it's called, which is basically a world inside of ours, like an entire country. I believe it's called in our language Shambhala, as they said. So it's actually based off real history. I don't understand Emilio's thing, though. Well, anyways, the show is alright. The dudes tend to bicker a bit, though, and that's kind of annoying. Anyways, next, I want to mention, but not in the order of worst to best, but Anne Happy. Really nice show. I really like it. It's from the Silverlink, the same people made Chivalry of Failed Knight. It's really good so far. I just have trouble catching up to it, because I believe it's finished. I just need to watch the rest of the episode. Well, it's a good show. I really like it. It's a moe show. Oh, and it does take things to a very fun extreme. If you've seen the show, you'll know what I mean. But it's about some girls who are sent to a class known as the Happy Class, where people who have been unable to harvest their talents or figure out what their talents are sent because to learn to be happy. You're lucky, so that they can, get those talents. Nothing major, really. Anyways, next is The Lost Village, also known as Myoga. I like this show. I just, once again, need to catch up with it. It's basically about a group of people who decide to abandon society and go to a village where not even the cops can find it and live a new life. But of course, there's a mystery, and you get it. All these people are also psychologically unstable or crazy in some way. Next is nieghbors, a show about a group of 7 people who have been entered into the Kizuna system, this system that makes people connected and through pain, so that the world can understand each other, and it's an experiment of sorts. Very interesting. It's also a very good show. I just never caught up with it. I plan to. Here's another show that I actually am catching up on. And You Never Thought There Was a Girl Online. I actually don't like that title. I really like the show. Well, it's just there's a lot of fan service to those of you who are sensitive to that sort of thing, Well, I better take it or leave it. Sometimes I'd rather it not be there. Sometimes I'm fine. Anyways, very good show. It's about a dude, but there's a dude who tried to marry this girl, this catgirlonline, like in an MMO style, and then she turned out to be a dude, and he was like, oh. And then later he met another girl who was not a dude, but that wanted to marry him, and it'll just go on from there. anyways, it's actually a very good show. Next is Twin Star Exorcists, or Filler Star Exorcists. I really wanted to use that joke. Okay, and I'm glad I did. But basically, it's a show. This show, I liked it. Of course, it's a show about exorcists, as you can tell, from Studio Pierrot, which I consider the Sega of the anime industry, because they used to be really good back in the 90s and 80s, from what I've heard. They did like Yu Yu Hakusho, and they did Tokyo Mew Mew and stuff. So that's something for them. That's a childhood thing of mine. And so but then afterward, they just sort of became lazy and only ever came across a few good knives in the drawer. I think I got that metaphor wrong. Anyways, but basically they were good, but they're not so much anymore. But they only have a few good shows here and there, like Yona of the Dawn or Tegamibachi, which was a really good anime, both of them. This show, it started out really well, and it does have good moments, but the last few episodes have been really bad. Like, really cliched in a way. Like, the last episode introduced the cliche of the girl can inhumanly not cook. Like, really? Like, that just sort of like, no, why are you doing that? But, I mean, I just sat through Tegamibachi not too long ago where they drove that cliche into the ground. But it was just not it's better there than it is here. This one seems a bit more full. It's like they're just sort of half-heartedly putting it in, and it feels and I do like the characters. It's just I've been having trouble caring for them as of recently. Like in one episode, there are other stupid moments that just feel out of place, like when Benio finds a magazine inside Rokuro's drawer, and she's like, "Sex fiends must die," and like, really, that was a quote. I'll just letting anyone out there know it was from the show, and it was really stupid, in my opinion. The show just hasn't been amazing recently. Like, I might keep watching it, see where it goes, but I also feel like dropping it because it's getting kind of dumb. You know what I'm saying. Next on the list is My Hero Academia. Oh boy, that show is still going on, but it only has one episode left. But it is an amazing anime. Basically, it's about a guy who doesn't have superpowers, or is in a world where people all have superpowers. Well, most people have superpowers, which at first to me sounds like the whole Incredibles thing, like if everyone's super, then no one will be. But I guess there are people with better quirks and skills than others, so it's fine. But basically, and he gets accepted to a school for superheroes with the help of his hero All Might. Really good show. I recommend you check it out. It's on Funimation, and this is one of the 3 best anime of the season I'm getting into. And these are must-watches, and possibly must-buys if you can buy them. But this show is on Funimation, and since it'll be over, though they have announced Season 2, but it'll be over in a few weeks. Well, in a week or so, or less even. And you can view all the episodes if you get a Funimation free trial, and stuff like that. Next is the, I think, second best show, or just one of the best. I'm not really putting these 3 in which is better, but this one is really good. It's just that it's a 26 episode series, which I like long-running shows, but sometimes a 12 episode show can go to its climax a lot faster, or which makes it more exciting if it's done right anyways. This is Re:Zero. A really good show. It starts with your basic stuff, like there's a guy who comes to a fantasy setting, and then they just move from there. Or basically, a dude whenever he dies, is sent back to a checkpoint. I also really like the show because I really like the character. There's a lot of attractive women in the show. Primarily, you're the main heroine in Amelia. This is a show you can watch on Crunchyroll. And only Crunchyroll, but as far as I know. And if you wait till like October, November, or late August, you'll probably be able to watch the entire series. It's a really, really good show. So it has good action, great animation quality, though in the first episode you see some bad CGI models in the background. But they're great character, there's nice action, and I just really love this show. Oh, and I recommend it as a must-watch. Next, one of the best shows that is quickly reaching its climax, and you can find it on Amazon. Cabaneri of the Iron Fortress. Now, the selling point for this show is that it's a lot like Attack on Titan, but with zombies in a steampunk world. And that's only a small similarity. It does have similarities to Attack on Titan, like the exact same studio, director, and I think music guy, and a few other things, but other than that, it is very different in several levels. It's your classic zombie world, except with a few twists, like the zombies are now known as Kabane, and they have these crystal hearts that are very difficult to break. Until our main character, dude, finds a way to build a weapon that can break the crystal hearts and kill the zombies. It's actually a very good show. I mean, you can be sold from the very first episode. It's not for the faint of heart in many cases, because it can be very serious at times and very dark. But not like Fate Zero dark, but just like serious in a way. Also, if you're me, you don't want to watch it late at night. If you are afraid of zombies. But basically, yeah, really good show. Oh, and 11 episodes in, and I recommend it to be a must-watch of all time. I mean, like, if you're afraid of zombie, that's one thing, but I don't like zombies, and I really like this show. Very good show. Has nothing distasteful at all. It has some very serious moments, and it can be very dark, but the characters are compelling, and I like the story, so it's a really good show. Oh, it will be over around Friday, at Friday next week, so you could probably get a free trial for Amazon and view it digitally. But I guess that's a thing. Anyways, I'm gonna end off this video. Well, now I know I was thinking of trying to do that whole what I was doing with those small things, but I just want to get this video over and done with. So the must-watches are Cabaneri, ReZero, My Hero Academia. The tribes are Twin Star Exorcist, and you never thought that there was a girl online, and, all the others. Whereas everything else on this is a try. Like, you could view it, but it might not be your thing. Like, I think his nieghbors might be actually, it's a pretty must-watch show, but, it's got a lot of good things going for it. I just think it could be a must-watch. I need to catch up on it, though, so. Anyways, the last part of the video. I'm going to be changing things up on the system here or the YouTube. Instead of doing weekly videos, I want to do videos whenever I want. I think I want to do some reviews of like anime and video games, and still do the occasional multi-anime opening. That's good, but I don't want to do it weekly because I have a lot of things I want to do. So I'm just here to let you know that. So if you're subscribing to the channel expecting a video every week, you shouldn't be expecting a video every week. Anyways, I will try to give you reactions to the summer season which is coming up, but I will not be doing it via, a long video like this. I'll just do like little videos for each individual, because it's less work. I mean, it's not as long, and I don't need to put a lot. Yeah, it's just less work. I'm lazy. But so my name is NG Caleb, and I would like to sign off. See you all later.